What is up, everybody? How's it going tonight? How's it going? What up, Fornet? What up, Epic Badger? How you guys doing? Howdy to the other 10 folks, or 8 folks, 7 folks that are watching. Since that number just went down to 9. What up, 3M? How's it going? Oh, goodness gracious. I am tired. My 7-year-old daughter needs to stop climbing into bed in the middle of the night and kicking me all night long because I'm tired. So what's up, everybody? What's everybody want to talk about tonight? Because I know what I want to talk about. I bet you can't guess. It's good stuff. What up to you, Mike? What up, Spike? Oh, Griff mystery. Oh, Griff mystery. Yes. Anyways. You are correct, Fortnite. Whatever that animated show was with the Warhammer segment that I can't remember the name of, it was called Secret Levels on Amazon Prime. And while, yes, the Warhammer episode was amazing, every episode, all 8 episodes were stunning. They were amazing. If you have not watched it, you need to watch it. Every episode's like 15 minutes long, maybe less. They're awesome. A bunch of great actors have lended their voices and some even their likenesses. It's stellar. It really is. I can't speak highly enough of this show. The part that sucks is they only dropped the first 8 episodes. The other 7 episodes don't come out. Sorry, guys. They don't come out until the 17th. So the last 7 episodes will drop then. But yeah, so the first episode immediately had me gripped. It's Dungeons and Dragons, and the last like 1 minute of it is so good. It literally gets to the point of that uncanny valley thing where the CGI is so good. It is almost hard to tell that it's CGI and not a real person. There's also the only episode that I don't want to say I didn't like, because I liked it. It was just weird, and it was kind of like meta in a way. And it definitely went over my head. Whatever their concept was, it just didn't land with me. I'm hoping at some point in time, some folks will watch this and see the Pac-Man episode, and hopefully it will strike a different chord with you, and then you can enlighten me. Again, it's not that I didn't like it. It just, I didn't get it. Because obviously we think of, we keep thinking of Pac-Man as waka baka 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 baka, eating the little pellets, chasing the ghosts around, eating the occasional fruit thing that comes in. And in this episode, Pac-Man, or as it's referred to as Puck, because if you know the concept behind Pac-Man, it was originally called Puck-Man, and they changed it to Pac-Man because they didn't want people defacing the P in Puck-Man and have it being Fuck-Man. And yes, that is true. Yes, it was from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And it's 100% true that they did it that way. But anyways, Puck is leading who I can only assume is supposed to be the player, like when you're playing the game. I'm guessing this is the concept. And through the whole episode, it kind of it's just leading him on this journey, and it doesn't really do anything until the last like 2 minutes of the episode. And like I said, it's bizarre. It's still gorgeous. And it's still intriguing. I just don't get it. I'm not sure what they were going for. And I hope at some point in time there's an explanation of what it was, but still very good. The Armored Core episode is awesome. The Unreal Tournament episode is awesome. There's an episode for Crossfire, and no, not the game where you sit on each side of you and you've got the little gun and you shoot little ball bearings. It is in fact apparently a video game that I've never heard of. The Sifu episode is really, really awesome. Not a game that I'm familiar with, but it is still really, really cool. The Warhammer episode obviously was stellar. And I love the fact that they literally, what up, Dave? I love the fact that they literally waited until the 11th hour and the 58th minute to announce on the same day of the release of Secret Levels that the deal has gone through with Amazon and Games Workshop. They have come to an agreement on how things are going to be, and Henry Cavill is going to be making live action Warhammer 40K for Amazon, which I could not be more stoked for. I'm assuming that it's something that we're probably still not going to see until like 2026. Because if there's any judging of how they're going to handle things, if Rings of Power means anything, it's taken them quite a bit of time to get each season out of that. And I'm assuming that this is going to be potentially even more of an undertaking than Lord of the Rings. So yes, Epic Badger, the Emperor protects 100%. I am very, what up, Pendergast? It is okay to be late. I will not hold it against you. Now the only question is, what are they going to do? Where are they going to start? Is it going to be anything that we're familiar with? Are there going to be familiar characters? Is this going to be, something that, are they going to start at the Horus Heresy, basically? Or are we going to get, like flashback episodes where we learn about the Emperor and like things about him? Is this going to be kind of an info driven thing? Like we learn a lot of things about the lore and whatnot, and maybe the other Xeno races, or is this going to be essentially a direct sequel to the game? Because Titus looks an awful lot like Henry Cavill. So I could see Henry playing Titus. And if you've played all the way through Space Marine 2 and you know how that it initially ends, and just how the Warhammer episode from Secret Level is, which is a direct sequel to Space Marine 2, there's big plans for Titus. The Emperor, while still obviously entombed in his golden throne life support system, has apparently spoken to Titus, and that doesn't happen. Like, the Emperor doesn't just psychically reach out to people. So there's something special about Titus, and I don't know if that's what we're going to get for the show. I would love to see multiple shows. I'm going to be greedy and selfish and say I would love to have the live action show, but I would also love to have a fully CGI companion show like the Secret Levels episode. I mean, yeah, I don't know if they're going to bounce around. I don't know if they're going to just do like an anthology type thing where we'll just get little bits and pieces. Maybe every episode might be about the Primarchs. Who knows? But I am excited as hell. And Spike, yeah, I don't think it's gonna suffer from the hype train. I don't think it can. I think the only people that will truly be affected potentially are the hardcorest of the hardcore, but I think they're going to complain about everything anyways. A lot of the pages and things that I read and and learn and all that stuff, people are pretty divided on how they feel about certain things within it. So my nose itches in here. The Emperor has spoken. But yes, I'm very excited to see where they go with this. And again, I don't think this is, with Henry Cavill being essentially the guy in charge, and then on top of that, starring in it. Henry's like the king of the nerds. And if there's anybody I would want to be in charge of this, it would be him. And I don't think he's gonna let things suck. And again, I mean, this could just be one of those things where they do whatever they want, because that's kind of the thing. Every time a person or a group of people plays a physical game of Warhammer 40K with the miniatures, technically that battle is a battle that happens in canon. I guess from what I've kind of understood on how people view it. I mean, I don't know if that's a Games Workshop thing or if that's just the community thing or whatever, but that's kind of why it the timeline basically takes place, over 10,000 years or so or more. That gives you a lot of time to work with. And when a when a Custodes Space Marine can live for thousands of years, that gives them, that particular character, a lot of story time, basically. Spike says, which makes the hype train even worse. It's the hype train, but it's that one trolley problem about, do you run over one person or multiple? Multiple. There's always going to be people who are going to be pissed about things. And it is kind of it is what it is. Pendergast says, I could see it being a campaign against the orcs in some city, and we get lots of fighting, but also get human drama, introducing the Inquisitors, uncovering the taint of chaos, sets a spins off series for different factions. Lots of time and space is big, lots of corners to tell stories in. That's right, yeah. And I mean, I have no doubt we'll see the orcs. I have no doubt we'll see, the Tau, the Eldar, the Tyranids, the Necrons. We're gonna see it all. I think we'll see every chapter. I think we'll get bits and pieces. I'm gonna probably go out on a limb and say that it is primarily probably going to be Ultramarines, because obviously they're like the Ultramarines are essentially the poster boys of Warhammer. When they, I'm sure we'll see Battle Sisters, but I mean, for the most part, you've got, I got to remember, I know Gulliman, is still alive. I know that Lion is technically still alive. And me too, Pendergast. Me too. Unfortunately, Lehman Russ is not alive, or that we know of. He just kind of disappeared. I think. I don't know. There's so much lore to try and remember. I think Lehman Russ just disappeared. I can't remember what happened to Vulcan. My goodness, I constantly need to read this stuff because it's like so much stuff to try and remember everything. Okay, so where do we go? Okay. So Horus is dead. Oh geez. Let's see here. Epic Badger says, I would love an episode of the show that involves boarding a ship in space as an homage to Space Crusade. I wouldn't be surprised. We could get, Pendergast says, we could get some fun espionage with the twins. Can't remember their chapter name. They are the Alpha Legion. Alpharis and Omegon. Let me see here. Okay, let me figure this out here. So, Lion is secretly alive, sleeping in the rock. The second chapter is one of the lost Primarchs. We have no idea. Fulgrim is still alive. He's a traitor from the third chapter. Proterbo is a traitor. He is also alive. So Fulgrim and Proterbo are both Daemon princes. Proterbo is just a demon prince of chaos, whereas Fulgrim is the prince for Slaanesh. Let's see. The fifth chapter is the Yagati Khan. He is missing, disappeared into the webway, chasing dark Eldar raiders. He's a loyal Leman Russ, loyal, the 6th Legion, ran off into the Eye of Terror, promising to return to aid the Imperium in the end times. The 7th Legion, Rogel Dorn, loyal, probably dead, supposedly killed fighting. I don't know what CSM means. Only his skeletal hands were recovered, however. The 8th Legion traitor, Conrad Kurz, dead, let himself be killed by Calliadus, assassin. 9th Legion, loyal Sanguinus, dead, killed by Horus during the siege of Terra. Body kept in stasis on Ball. 10th Legion, loyal Ferrus Manus, dead, beheaded by Fulgrim during the Horus Heresy. The Iron Hands managed to get his skull back. 11th Legion, the other lost Primarch. We know nothing about them. 12th Legion traitor, Angeron, Demon Prince of Khorne. 13th Legion loyal is Gulliman, woken up from stasis, currently fighting Chaos. 14th traitor, Morturian, Demon Prince of Nurgle. 15th Legion traitor, Magnus the Red, Demon Prince of Snetch. Having fun fucking up the Space Wolves shit is what that says. The 16th traitor, obviously Horus, proper dead. Big E completely destroyed his mind, soul, no coming back from him. Big E is what apparently people refer to as the Emperor. The 17th Legion, Logar, traitor, Daemon Prince of Chaos, undivided. 18th Legion, loyal Vulcan, missing, last seen fighting an orc called the Beast. Some believe he's dead, some believe he did the same thing as Leman Russ, and others believe he's been captured by Necrons. 19th Legion loyal Corvus Corax, missing, last seen headed towards the Eye of Terror. And then the 20th Legion, I got question mark, maybe traitor, Alfarius and Omegon. Fuck knows. One might be dead, killed by Gulliman. If so, neither might be dead. Both might be dead, but probably not. Alfarius is dead, killed by Dorn. Are they even really traitors? Both of them. So that one kind of seems to be yeah. So kind of gives you an idea. I am very, very interested. Oh, Thor, I was talking about the status of all the Primarchs in Warhammer. It'd be very interesting if we ever figure out who the other 2 Primarchs are, and if they're alive or not, or if they are loyal or traitors. But yeah, and then obviously there's a bajillion other named, Space Marines that are big, big characters like Marnus Caligar, obviously Titus. Yeah, there's tons and tons of like main characters basically. And it's all awesome. So I'm very much looking forward to the onslaught of Warhammer, because as I've said, personally, I've never played the game before. But I have been I've been admiring the game from afar for the better part of like maybe 30 years or something like that. I don't even remember how long it's been, but um um I mean, I remember seeing miniatures in like comic books and magazines and stuff and just instantly falling in love with the design. Um and at the time never having um never knowing anybody that played, didn't know where I could get any, um, let alone I have the wherewithal with the painting and all that stuff. But you know, it's always been one of those things where um, I've really wanted toys. And then Joy Toy came along, thank the Emperor, and they have been just slaying it. Um, I wish I could have every single thing that comes out. That would require me to not collect anything else. um, so unfortunately, I've been a little bit pickier, um, and because usually when they hit hard here. Um, yeah, and I love everything that they've put out. Um, and I've had little bits and pieces here and there. Um, I've bought in some, and I open it up, and like it wasn't this one, but as an example, like the little Halo thing here on the chaplain, like this would have been l- not connected in the box. Um, and it's not that it's broken. It's just a case of I think the glue just releases or whatever. Um, and I've never had any of them break on me. But again, I don't, I'm usually pretty gentle with my toys because I don't want them to break. So I don't usually just hammer on things to see, oh, let's see how much punishment this can take. Because I don't want to break it. I really like these, and I would be like devastated if I broke one. Um, so I've never had any break. It's been something that's been loose. Like I got an Imperial Fist at one point in time, and the little vent piece here was missing. And that's just a little snafu. I contacted BBTS because that's who I had gotten that one from, and they sent me a brand new one. Um, so I've never had any major issues, um, and they've been doing nothing but getting better as they move forward um, with them. Yeah, Fortnite exactly. One nice thing about the figs is that they usually pop out at the ball joints instead of breaking. If they take a tumble and you can just pop stuff back in 100%. And like I'll say, when the first few that I got, like it was pretty hard to get the hands on the ball joints. I mean, you could definitely heat them up and they go on like butter, but the first couple of releases they were a little tough. They've gotten so much better now. I don't usually ever have issues with things, you know, um, not going the way that they should. Um, but I mean, yeah, it's they're amazing, and I really, really wish I could get that the big boy, um, because that thing is amazing, and but I just yeah, unfortunately I can't dish out $700+ for taxes and shipping and stuff like that to get it because as cool as it would be, I just can't do it. Sorry, I'm sure you guys can hear my phone ringing through my phone. And yes, I'm drinking electrolyte. I woke up this morning at probably about 5:30, and I had I mean, I might as well have been having my leg amputated. I had the worst Charlie horse. And of course, my 7-year-old daughter and my wife were sleeping next to me. And it was enough to make me like want to scream. And I'm over there just kind of going, because it was rough. And so yes, I am hydrating with electrolytes to try and get what do I got here? 490 milligrams of potassium, so that hopefully it doesn't happen again tonight, because that was crazy and I didn't like it one bit. Exactly, it's got electrolytes. It's what plants need. Sorry, I'm just responding. um let's see here. What did I see here? Fortnite says, speaking of stuff that costs too much, has your car clusterfuck unclusterfucked yet? Maybe. My car's fixed. So I will be getting it back tomorrow. Apparently they are still being 100% buttholes about how trying to um, dealing with the stupid warranty and getting the money back for it. So hopefully it'll be fixed tomorrow. We'll see. Um, and yes, 3M, I am a secret agent, and catching a Charlie horse is pure hell. It's probably only happened to me 4 or 5 times in my life. So I guess I'm on a pretty good run, once every 10 years. When it's really only happened in the last 10 years. So um and it's always my right calf. And yeah, I mean it still feels like somebody walked up behind me and kicked me as hard as they could in my calf. It feels like it's bruised. It hurts. Um yes, Tex Hex. I really want the night. Yes, it does look fantastic. And yeah, I mean, I remember seeing the pictures of um just this, like, I don't know. No, that was the other big boy. The other, like, big mech that they did. That was the sword. Um but I there was some, I remember seeing pictures. Um this though, let me see if I can find the picture real quick. Um it is it's gonna be real cool. Yes. Yes, look at that. I do believe um Angron. Yes, I believe that is Angron. Yeah. Angron, the demon prince of corn. Um yeah. So he's that's going to be awesome. They sounds like they should be announcing him um relatively soon. Um yeah, and he's a Primarch, so he's a big boy. So, I mean, he'll stand probably about that big, but with the wings, I'm guessing he's going to be, 12 inches tall and probably, 10 inches or more wide, depending on if the wings articulate like Sanguinus's. So I currently have 4 more Primarchs that I have to get. Thankfully, they are re-releasing Rogaldorn. So I need to get him, and I need to get Lionel Johnson, and I need to get Horus, and then I need to get Sanguinus, and he's coming out in like end of January, February. Oh, we're still talking Warhammer, Dave. And about how much I really want the knight. Lion L. Johnson is one of the Primarch's names. Yes. He's essentially so like every one of the Primarchs is kind of, it's either supposed to have the, like the, so like Magnus is like the Egyptian Primarch, right? Like all of his armor has scarabs and stuff on it. And then obviously Lehman Russ is like the Viking Nordic Primarch. And then the Yaga whatever Khan is obviously, he's supposed to be like Genghis Khan with the Mongolians and stuff. The kind of all the different like warrior tribes and stuff. And then they take like bits and pieces from like lore and stuff. So obviously Sanguinus, the Blood Angels, they have the bloodthirst, they're vampires, and the Space Wolves they basically can be werewolves, and like Vulcan and the Salamanders, their home planet is volcanic, and so they've developed super tough skin to withstand the heat and all sorts of crazy things. But each one of them kind of encompasses different aspects of different warrior cultures or whatever. But yeah, Lionel Johnson, he's no, it's Lion, that's his name, his first name, and then his last name is L. Johnson. Not Lionel or Lionel. Lion. Spelled like this. And he's basically it isn't nearly as cool. What's about to get cooler. He was basically when all the Primarchs were all scattered across the cosmos, he ended up on this planet where he was essentially all alone for a very long time and had to fight giant beasts daily to survive, and then eventually found like a settlement, and they took him in, and he became one of their greatest warriors, and then eventually kind of sort of became the king. And so I think his counterpart is, he's basically supposed to be King Arthur, essentially, because his sword is you get the concept that it's supposed to be like Excalibur or something. But yeah, it's I'm going to be very interested, because I think the rule of thumb with Joy Toy is they have to have an official a miniature, the game piece, so that they have the digital file to essentially chop up and insert all of the articulation. So I've kind of pieced that together now. So it might be a really long time before we get some of the other Primarchs. I also find it very weird, though, that some of the so like we the Magnus the Red that we got is not this version. This is when he becomes corrupted. And I find that weird that we didn't get that. But then what was the other one? Let me see. I can't remember which one it is. So we've gotten pretty parrot. Oh yeah, we've obviously gotten Gulliman. And that's, I mean, essentially verbatim for what we got for Lion. So okay, well, I mean, I guess they've done Vulcan, so I have to assume that we'll get a Vulcan. This is essentially the same exact thing that we've gotten for Horus. And now, see, I guess I don't want to say that these are, because obviously a lot of people do a lot of. Yeah, see, I guess I'm gonna be careful here and say that these are officials because I don't know if they're officials. A lot of people obviously do 3D printing. So this one here is Moratorion, which is pretty cool. So I would assume that we would get that. But again, I find it weird how they're kind of picking and choosing like which version of the Primarchs we're getting. So again, there's Angron. So that's the version that we're getting with as from Joy Toy. Where was the one that I was seeing, and I was like, I thought it was super weird that we were getting the version that we were getting. Okay, so who was that one again now? So I want to say that this is one too, and I thought it was weird that we weren't getting this version. And I wish they would tell me. I don't remember what that one's name was, but so yeah, I find it weird that they'll give us Magnus in his normal version and not his demon chaos version. But then they give us Horus in his chaos version. But I'm assuming that's probably because we haven't gotten a regular Horus. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so that one that I showed you, that is Fulgrim. So it's like, okay, are they going to make Fulgrim like this? Or will they make him, because that seems pretty ambitious for Joy Toy. to have that like snake-like lower body, because I don't think they've done anything really like that. So it's like, okay, are you guys going to make him normal version? Because yeah, I mean, why is my internet sucking down here right now? I mean, I can't wait for this. Like, look at those wings. They're gorgeous. Yeah, that's awesome. Comes with the 2 different swords and the spear. Yeah, it's great stuff. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how we get the rest of the Primarchs and how long it will take um to get the rest of the Primarchs, because well, that's a terrible picture.
Eyes up there. Come on.
Jesus Christ, you bastard.
You kept looking down. I'm like, I got to do it at least once. Sorry.
You're an ass.
Hi, everybody. Sorry. I have you on while I'm putting stuff up on.
So that is the regular version of Angron. So it's like, I wish, I mean, I guess if we're going to get all versions, then I'm fine with that. I might not live long enough to see them all now, since I'm pretty sure I just had like a micro stroke.
Look who I put back together.
I didn't know he was not together.
His tail is in 3 segments, so for storage purposes, he cuts off at the butt, and there's it's this section, and this section. So I had all the tails down here, so the rest was out in the garage. So I washed them up.
Dave, I'm going to need you to make sure that you cut that out and turn that into a short, by the way.
What? Oh, me scaring the shit out of you?
Yes.
The face you made.
Oh, I bet. Bet.
Also, dude, Epic Badger says a wild Dave appeared from the tall grass. Dave, you startled and super effective. Dude, so check this out.
It was super effective.
Hold on. I got it. Oh, Andrew Garfield, no!
Yes, you deserve that.
There's so many Spider-Mans up here now. No, I realized this the other day. This is why I wanted that Mothra so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then have Mothra on top of Kong's head. That's how you got to have it displayed, like a totem pole or like a tiki thing.
Truth be told, the big reason that motivated me to take out Godzilla was I was talking to Miles today, and I don't remember what came up, but he was asking about Godzilla, and I was like, well, let me show you, friend. So I went out and got him from the garage, and I'm like, oh, this is filthy. I'm like, I'll show you tomorrow. So I cleaned him up, but I didn't want to interrupt or anything. I actually just wanted to pop on to scare the shit out of you.
And mission accomplished.
Love you, buddy.
And I love you too.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to putting toys on the shelf.
Okay.
Bye, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe.
Please. Bye.
Oh, God damn it. There's another button. Nope.
All right. Recenter myself. All is fine. Alrighty then. Now that my train of thought has completely derailed, yes, I'm right there with you, Tex. I'm hoping for all versions too. But yeah, I mean, that's what I was trying to say. I wasn't 100% sure. What up, Molotov? I wasn't 100% sure if all of those guys were were the right ones or not. Because again, like I said, they do a lot of 3D printing and stuff, so I wasn't 100% sure if they were legit models or not. So I guess we will see what the future holds. May 2025 bring us all of the necessities that we need to destroy heresy and chaos wherever we find it, and all that fun stuff. Yes. But yes, seriously though, if you haven't watched it, make sure you take some time this weekend and watch Secret Levels, because it is amazing. Again, specifically the Warhammer episode is amazing. It's going to make you want to go out and buy Warhammer figures, which you should do, because those are awesome too. Whether it's Joy Toy or McFarlane, I haven't bought a bad McFarlane Warhammer figure yet. If you just want one Warhammer figure and 3 3/4 not your jam, go grab a McFarlane one. I like all of those. If you want to go a little bit higher end, you can always try and track down one of the Bandai ones, because I think they did an Ultramarine, the white scars, Dark Angels, and then I think there's another one too. Pendergast, I will say this. Any of their other mechs, they are very in what's the right word I'm looking for? Because they're awesome. I have a couple of them. They are very finicky. Lots of like little straps and stuff. You basically have to, like, they come with the frame, and then you have to put on all the armor pieces, or at least that's how they were, the ones that I bought and stuff. They're awesome, but holy moly, you like with those straps and stuff, you need tweezers and all sorts of crazy stuff. Let's see here. Tex says, been working my way through Secret Levels this evening on night shift, not got to the 40K episode just yet. It's episode 5. You got to be getting close. 2025, we get Gretchens. Maybe they come in 3-packs. Is that a Warhammer thing? Because that I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, those would be cool. Those are like the things that the orcs will put in like guns and shoot at people, right? I really wanted to get the
Goddamn right they would be.
What?
Oh God, your stream is still going. Sorry, you were looking down. I was excited. That was.
No. I was paying enough attention this time, Dave.
I just wanted to wake you up, bro. That's all.
As he sits there idly awaiting in the rafters. But yeah, no, I'm gonna hold my phone like this now, so you can't trick me anymore, Dave. Bandai Warhammer So they did an Imperial Fist, they did an Ultramarine, they did a Salamander, a White Scar, and looks like they did a Blood Angel. They really kind of went with these and not really like solicited them at all. Looks like they've got a I don't know if that is I think that's a Raven. And now mind you, these guys are a little bit spendier, but yeah, they did they did this guy too. He's super dope. And now that, mind you, that's like a kind of like about a 7-inch figure. And they're really cool, but they're kind of scary. Like when you move them, they're like all their joints are kind of like not tight, but like tight to the point where they'll scare you and creak. And they're articulated kind of like an SHF, you know. So you're getting a pretty cool figure. But again, base price I think on those guys, they're like $100. So yeah, you've kind of got, I mean, if your jam is the game, you've got your minis. If not, you've got your Joy Toy at the 3 3/4 inch. And then you have McFarlane at the 7-inch for budgetary. And then they have the Bandai ones that are, you know, definitely geared more specifically for collectors. The high end stuff. I do have the Ultramarine. I got it for a good deal from my buddy. But yeah, I literally thought they made like 4 or 5 of them. I didn't know that they've got like almost 10 now. So I guess they'll have one for your favorite chapter. I can't promise that if they're on the aftermarket that they're going to be cheap, like retail. They might be more expensive now. But yeah, so definitely good stuff. But yeah, I suppose it is about that time. Because yeah, I have a mighty need to eat some grubbers and go to sleep. I don't know if I will be able to now that Dave scared the holy bejesus out of me. But yeah. So, with that being said, it is that time. And yeah, you know the drill. Yes. Needs more of the Shark Marines. It'll be interesting to see if they like, because there's so many like fan made chapters. It'll be interesting to see how everybody how they do them all. So but yes, so you guys know the drill. If you're not following me, follow me right there on Instagram. And then Legends Collector, you're coming in at the wrong time, my friend. And then the all Dave's got all the stuff over there for Extra Life on his channels if you want to donate. If you want to buy one of our sweet shirts, check us out on Pro Wrestling Tees. Search for Dave Wonder. You'll find our awesome shirts. Don't buy them from anywhere else, because if you do, they're knockoffs and they're gonna suck. And honestly, they'll probably be more expensive than buying them through Pro Wrestling Tees, because we set the bar low for you guys. And by bar, I mean the price. Is that what it is? Am I like running at the same time as somebody else? Because if that's the case, I'll change my time. I'll do it. I'll start coming on at 8. that means I get more people to watch me. That was weird. But yeah, so as always, you guys keep it cool. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Yeah, I suppose I'll give one of these for Mike when he watches. And yeah, guys, throw them horns up, and we will talk to you guys for sure on Thursday. Probably see you on a Wednesday over here, though. So with that being said, throw them horns up, everybody.